Yo guys, long time no see, and honestly, I was trying to wrap my head around the stuff lately that was going on, and we didn't really miss that much. We had some, bullish announcement, just like, inauguration of Donald Trump. He's saying that he's gonna make America the state of crypto and AI, and $500 million funds, and positive CPI, DPI, Chinese AI, like what the we had everything that's supposed to move this market up, but somehow like some small news that were kind of like, I don't know, should they really have that big economic impact, started to tank the market really hard. So I was really thinking, I was looking at the price action of many coins, altcoins and stuff, and what the is going on in the market, if this is the same space that we used to have. So in this video, I want to address that. I want to address what I'm looking at, what I see is kind of different, and maybe point you this like to think about it, just because we have a next, probably at some point we're gonna have a next phase of the bull run, and I just want you to kind of get real with the expectations, bitch. Yo, with that guys, like, subscribe, and let's go. Alright boys, so we had a massive dump yesterday that basically took us all the way to 91,500, and now we're back at 100k. Guys, but really seriously, since December, since like mid-December, I was kind of like not looking very happily on the market, because it kind of reminded me the vibe that we had around the summer, that we were just constantly being filled with some bullish news and then bearish news and bullish news and bearish news, and oh, we're already going 100k, and no, we're breaking, and now we have kind of the same thing around this 100k level. I know this is a psychological level and we're kind of like bouncing. A lot of people are looking at this also as Bitcoin being expensive. So honestly guys, there are a few things that really kind of messed me up. Whenever I heard the news that USDT is printing or like there's just minting a lot of USDT or something, actually that was just like a short-term pump, just like few hours after the announcement, and then basically on the next day we see dump. BlackRock buying, ETFs buying, same situation. Michael Saylor buying, boom. Literally this dude is buying the top every time. This kind of just messes you up. Honestly, the narrative is being created, but it kind of traps you every time you immediately take action on what you hear. So, right now we have a situation that we don't really know where we are. Some people say that this is a top. A lot of people exited the market. A lot of people that I know, like in December, they just cashed out and took really big amount of their portfolio and just got out of the market, now playing with just scraps, which really means that they are honestly preparing more for a bear market than for a bull market. With everything that happens, honestly, I think we're going to have a bull market like this last final euphoric season. Also, I don't think that this is the end, just because I remember and this is, hear me out, like this might sound a little crazy, but when I exited the bull run in 2021, it was euphoric. Everyone was just certain we're going higher. Right now, it doesn't feel like that, and either I'm already, more experienced and I don't feel it that much personally, or I just don't feel like overall the vibe of surrounding. Maybe this is how it is. Maybe this is now euphoric, but I don't see it by the prices. I don't see it by altcoins. We didn't really have also altcoin season, which everybody's obviously waiting for. I was probably, like the rest of you, loaded in alts, so we're kind of waiting, and we got smacked really hard, right? I managed to turn some of my positions before this market crash, let's call it, into ETH, which kind of reduced my losses. But some of the altcoins that I had, like, I don't really want to even look at this. I'm kind of still considering, should I consolidate somehow or just wait for the bounce back? Let's first talk about what I think it might happen right now. So if I look at this chart, I see, of course, two scenarios. First, if we have to continue the bull run, we need to cross this. I will look on this chart. If we go here, I want to see here some really good signals that we're going to break. If not, I'm probably gonna do a head short. But I'm also cool if we hover around this, but I want to see then BTC domination start dropping, because right now this mother kind of burst through the ceiling. Maybe this was a fake out, we will see, too early to say. But if this continues to run higher, guys, I'm not gonna say that there's not really good things can happen to us, because we have really like diluted space right now. So this domination regarding all the altcoins in the market, which is way more than we had in the previous season, means that every altcoin is gonna get obliterated. Another thing that worries me around altcoins is this: we have a lot of supply sitting on exchanges, and they provide perpetuals right now. So perpetuals is, you basically don't buy the token and you're betting and you're doing leverage with like 10x, 3x, whatever. And a lot of people knew that are coming. They're just jumping in because they think, oh, I'm going to use the leverage because when the token pumps, I'm just going to do 3 times that or 3 times more money because I'm going to use leverage. And of course, experienced traders and market makers know this, and they basically control the supply. And because there is no real demand, they can do whatever they want. And last few days, what we've seen, like the prices was just continually slowly going down on Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was just like, if I take like 15 minutes, like that was like just continuously, basically since Friday, all the weekend was just like slowly money was escaping the market. Why? Low liquidity and market makers easily manipulate the price. So what they're doing is that they're slowly selling, and then at the same time they're shorting. And the same happens with a lot of those altcoins. If I look at things like Super, guys, this coin, which is a really good project, gaming studio, like gaming chain, they're gonna have a chain soon. Since December, it's a downtrend, guys. Same with Prime. Like a lot of my gaming bags, I know that gaming is not like main narrative right now. Also many AI bags went like that. Real world assets were pumping, some of course small narratives were pumping, some individual coins were pumping, but overall like a lot of altcoins were just going down since December. So right now either we have this clear sign here that we should continue, that we just kind of cleared this bearishness and now we want to go higher, or it's not really over. So a lot of coins got smacked, but still we really didn't see shit, because if I look at this, guys, this is what happens. We might see a little like lower here, but Fear and Greed index is on 44 because this updates one day later. But I think after today, this index is going to be again on like 70 or something, unless we dump here again heavily. So I'll be watching really this in correlation with this chart, with the chart of Bitcoin, because right now, like, I kind of see, okay, here's a literally price of Bitcoin here. I don't know what I'm doing. I see this can be either this little bad boy, and we're gonna really have this exponential banana zone going up, and we just had like the pre-stage, or this is the actually dump like that. I remember in May, like in 2021, we had this. Before that was a COVID crash, and this kind of felt like this, like this crash, but only on alts. We didn't really crash on Bitcoin like that. Maybe it's because of the ETFs, but saying that right now we have ETFs and we have to take it into consideration, it's kind of saying like, well, this time is different. And is it? So if Bitcoin goes to 70k, right? What happens to altcoins then? Because there's just so many. There's super dilution in the space. There is the new projects are coming in, and like what used to be 300 million market cap right now is 30 million market cap, and the capital goes somewhere else because there's just another new fancy thing. We also have pump.fun that takes so much liquidity out of the market because people just come in, they can create a really quickly coin, and they jump in immediately into a casino when they mostly lose because this game is rigged by the degens, right? So you have either this or you have either this. So it is really hard to, but overall you have so many new coins in the market, and Bitcoin domination is still high. So basically you take all those, so you have more coins, but Bitcoin domination is like 60%. For the market, which means that so much of those coins have little or no share, or just capital just exits from it, and they just die. And I see some projects that seem to be really good, and after the first pump they just never recovered, and I don't think they're gonna get another one. There's just like, you go to some discords and there's just like ghost towns. So strategy, like buy and hold that everyone is telling you, it might not really work this bull run. So of course, like if you have a strong coin that you really did the research, it sits with the narrative, like you're probably fine. But in the previous bull run, most of the coins at the end of the bull run, like, were pumping. But here, because there's so many, I think those pumps are like, you should forget about 10x, 20x, just because of that. So I will sum everything up at the end of the video, okay? So you guys, I know this sounds kind of chaotic, but I really don't have that much time, and I wanted to get this episode out. So basically, these are the things I see, and now we have this. Right now we're ranging around this ceiling. If we break and we go, well, boo-hoo, booyah, I mean, it's bull run. And I'm super happy. I hope that happens, but as long as we're here, well, we can expect those testing those levels and maybe even go lower, and then we're gonna have this fear and greed, like, let's go here. That would be around something like that, and that would be really bad. But I seriously hope that we are here, that this was that, and now we're here. Was the COVID crash, so let's not count it, right? I don't know, this is just my theory. There's also one thing that kind of supports that we could go lower, is that this little bad boy, if you zoom out a little bit, looks kinda a little bit like Wyckoff accumulation method, right? So we have right now a distribution phase. Basically had like accumulation here, boom, and we could go here, and then we would do something like that. We'd go grab this liquidity on 70 something, let's say, and then we go continue higher, maybe. Analyze this chart, guys. Take a look at this. It is stunningly correct right now. So I don't know, with all those bullish news still that we are not really higher, that kind of worries me, because if we're not already like above 110 with all those, you know, $500 billion funds and everything, I just don't see anything in the horizon. I mean, maybe this is how it works. Maybe exactly like I release this video tomorrow and boom, there's going to be some kind of bullish news and send us to 120. I just don't see anything, like, after so many exciting events, I just don't see what the would bring us there. So yeah, this is my 5 cents.
Okay, Grab, but what coins did you ape in on this dip?
Well, regarding the altcoins that I aped in this dip, that was not really, I didn't really make too much of the shopping. I basically bought Ethereum just because like Trump was buying Ethereum and all the stuff. I bought a little bit of Ondo, kind of like 1 to 10, something like that. I was planning to use leverage. Luckily I didn't. I just bought spot because here I would just get smacked. So I had some orders on Ondo at like 116, something like that. And I also bought Prime. I actually managed to, I also bought a little bit GameShift. GameShift was on the dip. I bought it like for 35 cents. for 3 cents 50. So it's fucking low. It's like I would like to see it now pump, Mr. GameSwift, but they have some bullish announcements coming up in 2 weeks, I think. So I just start accumulate under this. I trust the founders that they have some really cool stuff prepared. So I bought a little bit games. Like, it's cheap. It can be cheaper, right? But it's cheap. And I also bought Prime. I know this is all gaming and this is only one RWA, but mainly I also have like Ethereum, of course, Ondo. I bought really cheap. I bought like for 650. So this one was a really nice catch. Also around 7. I had like a few orders. So Prime theory stays the same. I'm really bullish on Colony. It's going to be released in Q1, so I just accumulate for this event. This is my play for Prime. Of course, like no, Solana I just had. I also bought a little bit Anon. This is a coin that is kind of works with AI infrastructure for like allows you to breach agents and stuff like that. So do your research, but it dipped really hard from basically like here is $24 to $8 or $7. I managed to grab some at $8.50, and now like everything is pumping nicely right now. Also AI XBT I managed to catch around 28 cents. So and this is literally what I have right now. I still have some like coins like Hash AI and Based AI in my portfolio. I'm just kind of looking at them right now with you know, disgust on my face. Do something. This is kind of my approach. I'm waiting maybe for Alex Becker or Johnny to pump them for me, and then we will see. Maybe Binance or other exchange will list them because they're not really listed anywhere. So potentially there's still good things coming for them, and they have the community, and this is Deepin. So and GPU, which is going to be still, I think, a thing. We just had this $500 billion fund, and honestly, with the DeepSeek, I think just the topic around AI is not extinguished, and I still think like actually this is really good for a space. So yeah, that's my play on altcoins right now. If anything changes, I will of course do a video. Right, so to quick recap for all that I said for you, and because I know that some of you are gonna say like,
Wow, you're such a bear right now.
no, guys, no, I'm just trying to be realistic, and what I see, I share. So, and you for saying that, bitch. I'm loaded on altcoins. So the thing is, we are high on Bitcoin right now, and there's really a way to go down from here. We've seen on this dip that what happens with altcoins. This happened because the market is super diluted with regarding altcoins. Bitcoin is taking majority of share, Bitcoin domination is high, and there's just more altcoins being created. There's no real demand for them, as the prices are usually driven by leverage. So majority of the coins are either on exchanges which manipulate the prices, and they play leverage against. For example, they're dumping, and at the same time they're shorting, so they can still buy more and stuff like that. Or market makers, whatever you call it. And because of that, because of this high leverage, the prices will not go like that, because well, there's liquidity to grab, and that is basically the priority. So the demand can be really extinguished just because, well, it pays better to kill it, right? And community doesn't really matter that much unless it's on chain and it doesn't have a coin on the sexes. That's a completely different story. So this is one thing. This can go lower because they can use it. They like, I don't think they care like how low this is going. If you're holding short, like, okay, that's fine for you, and you will buy it at the end. So that's the one thing. Dilution. Another thing is like everyone is just screaming bullish. I think overall we should be bullish because the cycle still like should last, and I'm really big fan of the cycle theory, but I'm just worried that this might be something like in May that we had this crash in 2021, something like a break in between. So we had a small bear market, and this could be maybe the beginning of it. And what I'm afraid of, that this kind of looks like a Wyckoff accumulation method. I correlate this with the things that we have so many bullish news and we didn't really see the price breaking. So feels kind of like in summer of 2024, or like when we just started to dive in May in 2021. So many bullish news, yet the prices is not really going lower. And fear and greed index, guys, like it's still high. And at some point, every time in the market, there was this moment that it went during the bull run, it went to like red, like under 30, and we had right now 44, and I think it's starting to pick up. Tomorrow we're gonna see like already like 60. So this worries me also, and all of this correlated with Wyckoff accumulation would make sense for me that we might range a little bit and then go down. I don't know, I don't see many influencers are talking about it. Also, they're telling you to hold your coins. Guys, you can hold only the things that you are 100% sure that they're gonna make it at least a little bit longer, because there's just another project around the corner, and the liquidity is just jumping from place to place. Most of the real good projects and real good gains, I think, still going to be on chain, unless you're a trader. You're a trader, you're good in both ways. Market goes up, market goes down, you're good. I'm still learning, having, biased problems sometimes, but overall, this is my view, this is my take. I see that the things that used to work are not working anymore. You don't hold, you don't expect this 20x gains. Maybe if you buy a really low market cap, maybe you can expect. Maybe on some of those coins that are really terrific, like we had Hyperliquid, we had few other like virtuals and stuff like that really hit the narrative. They might do this 20-50x something, but most of the coins that are already in the market, they're going to do like only few x's, right? I don't know, I don't have a take around Dino coins. Because guys, I would never say that XRP is going to go to 350. If anybody asked me that, XRP, I was like, bitch, you will just lose money. And you see, they would actually make pretty decent chunk, so I should not be advising on that shit. Same with Dogecoin, same with all those other Dino coins. I would never say that they pump, except maybe Chainlink, because it has a really good use case. So yeah, this is it, guys. I hope you found it useful. I want to open your mind. I don't want to scare you or shit. I still think at some point we're just gonna have this euphoric moment and everything will pump, but just remember that things are like faster this season, and that those pumps are shorter, because, well, market is like getting tired. There's just too many coins around, and not every coin can get this love, that it's needed to make you financially independent. So with that, guys, like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you liked the video. It was long as and I'm sorry for swearing that much, but I'm excited to bring this shit to you. So, laters.